Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangouts 118. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter as Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham and invite you to click on that link on the Facebook side and join me on camera to shoot the breeze, share information, etc. Sorry, I'm a couple of minutes late. I actually had a glitch on the YouTube side, but I think it's working. Let's see. I see the check mark. I think it's working. So anyway, click on the link if you'd like to join me on camera. Let's get started with the word page, and that is the government and nonprofit information page. And by the way, I am just going off of just choosing just certain items from each page. There's a lot more than what's on Bull City Hangout, so I do encourage you to check out the entire website at durhamskywriter.com. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to the word page. And there is an alert under City of Durham and Durham County because the Durham Emergency Rental Assistance Program is back. Thank goodness. This is to help people who have been threatened with eviction. Jobs have been affected by COVID, as you very well know. So I'm very, very happy to see that the ERAP, that is the Durham Emergency Rental Assistance Program, is back. And this is where you can get help with your rent in arrears and going forward for 12 months, 15 months if you're in dire need. Also, they help you with your electricity bill, gas, water, whatever you have, sewer, wastewater, trash removal, whatever. So definitely read about it on the word page and then go ahead and sign up. All right, let's see. And there's some Durham County programs I'm going to mention. I'm also thrilled to announce that the Low Income Homeowners Relief Program is also back because not enough people signed up. The county has this money that the federal government gave them, and they want to help people pay their property taxes. You have to have lived in your house for at least 10 years here in Durham County. So go ahead and sign up. At the very least, you have to, you have to be eligible. Your entire household income has to be less than 80% of the local median income, which is $86,000. So if you think that you might fit the bill, go ahead and sign up. All right. Oh, the deadline, you only have a week because the deadline is Monday, January 31st. So that gives you a bit more than a week to sign up for that. Okay, there's other programs. I'll just mention them. Low-income household water assistance program, and then the low-income energy assistance program to help you with your heating bill. All right, let's see. I was going to tell you about Durham Tech, but first let me tell you that the Durham County libraries are all open until 8, except for Bragtown. Bragtown is open until 6. Okay, now, Durham Technical Community College Small Business Center, they have these wonderful free webinars. Let me tell you about them. Let me see. I think there's one today. Let me scroll up to Durham Tech. Yeah, there's one today. There's 2 today. Okay, so from 6 until 8, there's going to be a free webinar on Facebook shops. And I guess you can sell things on Facebook. I know a lot of people are selling things like cars and t-shirts and all kinds of things. So you can learn how to do so at 6 o'clock this evening from 6 until 8. It's online and it's free. Also tonight, running a bakery business, mise en place to set in place. That's from 6 until 8. If you don't know what I just said, I did look up what mise en place means. And basically it's when chefs, bakers, whatever, getting everything together before they cook. And I call that getting everything together. But basically it's getting all your ingredients and your pots and pans and all that sort of thing together. Let's see, Guy, our cook, disappeared. I just saw him. He left me a message. Let's see what he's saying. Oh, okay. So he dropped in to say that there's a podcast going on right now called How to Succeed in Making Money with Podcast Advertising. It's on Podbean. So if you want to check that out, definitely go there. And then you can check out Bull City Hangout later because I'll be here You can always watch the replay. Thank you, Guy, for that. I appreciate it. Okay, where was I? Oh, Durham Tech. Okay. So the Running a Bakery Business webinar is going to be from 6 until 8. You can sign up now and then attend again for free tonight. All right. Oh, now keep Durham beautiful. I was really disappointed by the weather. You know, the snow, the ice, everything was pretty much canceled, rescheduled. So the Keep Durham Beautiful MLK Day of Service, all of those events have been rescheduled. And actually, I learned about more. I saw on Facebook that there's something called, now, you know about the YMCA litter cleanup, if you saw it in the Durham Skywriter. In addition, there's the Ellerby Creek litter cleanup, and then the 𝗕𝗓𝗟 Park litter cleanup. So the YMCA litter cleanup, that has been rescheduled for this coming Friday from 11:30 until 1. And that's going to be, everybody's going to meet at 11:30 at the YMCA on the American Tobacco campus. And then they're going to take a little stroll down to Moorhead and Blackwell Streets, where they're going to have the cleanup. And everything's provided, you know, the gloves, the pickup sticks, the trash bags, the high visibility vests, etc. Okay, also the Ellerby Creek litter cleanup. I didn't know about this. Now I do. That's been rescheduled for this coming Saturday. That's going to be from, 1 until 3. And this is going to be in partnership with the North Carolina Wildlife Federation, the Bull City Trailblazers, Ellerby Creek Watershed. So they do want you to wear waterproof shoes or boots for this one. So read about that and sign up by going to the word page. Also, the 𝗕𝗓𝗟 Park litter cleanup, and that's going to be this coming Saturday. That's going to also be from 1 until 3. Everything provided. So you can either clean up, do some litter pickup at 𝗕𝗓𝗟 Park, which is right off of Fayetteville Street, or you can help out along the intersection of Fayetteville Street and the American Tobacco Trail. That's over there by Food Lion and Chicken Hut and Jamat Ibad Ar-Rahman Masjid. So you can do that, and it's going to be on Saturday. All right. I don't know about the book drive. I tried to find out if the book drive was still on, and that was in partnership with the Book Harvest. So I'll find out and let you know if that was rescheduled. It was probably hard to reschedule that one. So anyway, let me continue. SCORE, let's see what's happening with SCORE. The Service Corps of retired executives. They know everything there is to know about business. They have free mentorships. They have free webinars. So let's see. Today from 1 until 2, they're going to have a free webinar called Business Bookkeeping Basics. That should be really interesting. So sign up for that one if you like. And now let's go to the health page, where I do have your COVID-19 test and vaccine updates. So let me click on the health page and see what's new besides the updates. Let's see. In fact, so I just mentioned that, but let me go ahead and go to the health events page. It's Tuesday, so let me just scroll down instead of trying to say it from memory. The HELP program, it's run by Project Access. That is a Durham County program. Guy R. Cook is back somehow. I did tell them about the podcast. So anyway, let me continue. The Health Equipment Loan Program, they're open on Tuesdays and Fridays. This is where you can donate accessibility things like tub transfer benches, wheelchairs, etc. They clean them, repair them, and then long-term loan them out to people who need them. So they are open today until 2. They just opened a couple of hours ago. And then if you say, well, I'm not really ready to go there to check out what they have by 2 o'clock, well, go on Friday. They're open on Fridays from 1 until 5. They're no longer over there by the scrap exchange. Now they're at 4206 North Roxborough Street. Okay, let's go to the health events page. I'm going to click on the big blue button at the top of the page and see what's happening tomorrow, because there is something happening tomorrow. Let me find it. Let's see, tomorrow is the 19th. So starting at noon tomorrow, there's going to be an online meeting, Daughters Concerned for Aging Relatives Support Group. This is going to be online from noon until 1:30. You don't literally have to be a daughter, but just someone caring for someone who's aging in your household or close by. Maybe it's a neighbor. So definitely check that out and get some tips. All right, let's go to the senior page, Senior Scope. Let me click on that real quick. Let's see what's new with the Durham Center for Senior Life, which is reopened. And I also have Durham Parks and Recreation programming for seniors. We're called mature adults as far as Durham Parks and Recreation is concerned. So you can check that out on the Senior Scope page. Now, as far as the Durham Center for Senior Life, which is downtown, they're having a frauds and scams program. It's put on by the Durham County Sheriff's Department. This is going to be a hybrid program, so you can go in person or attend online on Monday, this coming Monday, the 24th, starting at 12:30. I can't remember if I signed up for in person or online. I probably signed up for online because my show's at 12 o'clock. So, yeah. So, anyway, find out about the latest frauds and scams online and in person and telephone scams as well. All righty. Also, sign up if your birthday is in January. They'll be celebrating with, a treat and a song. This is going to be on Tuesday, the 25th at 12:30. So if your birthday is in January, sign up for that. All righty, let us now go to the praise page because there's something happening. Let's see. Praise page. It's Tuesday. Kitab Connect is sponsored by the Center for Muslim Life at Duke University. This is where they read verses of the Quran on Tuesdays from 6 until 7:30. So you can go in person. They're on Swift Avenue, or you can attend via Zoom. So they read the verses in Arabic, and then they have the group discussion in English. So you can go to the Facebook event page for more information on that. That is this evening starting at 6. Now, the last page that we will be visiting is the Let's Go calendar of events page. So let's click on that and then scroll down to what's today? The 18th. Oh, it's Tuesday. Yeah, the grocery giveaway is going on in a few minutes. So New Visions of Africa Restaurant, they're having their grocery giveaway starting at 12:30. And actually, let me refresh this page because I see something listed that I just updated. And I want to make sure that I'm giving you the most current information. Let's see. Let me go to Durham Skywriter. Let me just refresh this page. Because what I saw is actually happening tomorrow, not today. So let me scroll back down to the 18th and see if this is... Darn, it didn't refresh. That's weird. Let me just continue. So New Visions, they're having their grocery giveaway starting at 12:30. They're served by the 5 and the 5K bus. And then let's see. It's Virtual Trivia Tuesday with the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences. That's going to be from 6 until 7 online. Current news, pop culture, science, lots of fun, and it's free. Let's see. You can make boomerang bags. They're having being Don't Waste Durham. So from 6 until 7:30, they're having a boomerang bag sewing party at So Crafty downtown on Orange Street. That's on the corner of Parrish and Orange Streets. This is where they make bags for reuse, so that you don't have to just use those plastic bags all the time from the grocery stores. You can pick up bags at these different stores. I don't know if they're allowed just yet at the grocery stores. Not sure. I will find out. But basically, you can get a free bag and reuse it or return it to one of these stores that allow boomerang bags. So if you know how to use an iron or sewing machine, and you don't mind wearing a mask for a couple of hours, you can definitely sign up for the boomerang bag sewing party this evening. Also, the Durham Toastmasters meeting that's going to be tonight, 6:30 until 8, where you can practice your public speaking skills. You can go to Harris Beverage on Hillsborough Road in person, or you can attend on Zoom if you don't want to leave the house. The Tuesday Blues Jam, 6:30 until 8:30 at the Blue Note Grill. That should be lots of fun, free admission, great blues. You can join them if you're a musician or a singer. That should be really fun. Marva's Fun is 7 until 8. She has her Stay Well virtual line dance class on Zoom. Learn those line dance steps. That should be really fun. Timeless oldies, and of course, the current hits as well. And the Durham City Council, their regular meeting is going to be today. Yesterday was a holiday, of course. So today they're meeting from 7 until 8 in City Hall. You can go in person or you can watch online via Apple TV, Roku, their Facebook page, their YouTube channel, their Twitter. There's all kinds of different ways. Also cable TV channel 8, etc., etc. Let's see. Now, what I saw that alarmed me, which is for some reason not, maybe I didn't save it. Yeah, maybe I didn't save it. But basically, the Coalition for Affordable Housing and Transit, of course, they didn't meet yesterday, and they're not meeting today either. They're meeting tomorrow. This is going to be online, and it's going to be from 3 until 4. They're going to have an update with the still looking at the whether the rail, we can get that, what's it called, light rail. Still, they haven't given up. They haven't given up. So they're going to have like an update tomorrow at 3 o'clock online. And I definitely want to check out if we're ever going to get light rail. That should be actually really fun. As long as they don't displace. Anyway, let me continue. Let's see. I told you about that, and that too. Okay. Yeah, I'm done. So let's check the weather, and then let's bring on Guy, our cook. What on earth? He's providing a picture of a lovely cow. We'll have to check that out. But let me tell you about the weather first. It's 43 right now. It is sunny. It's going to be sunny all day with a high of 47. Tomorrow is going up to 54, which is great. So if there's any snow or ice on your driveway, it's probably going to be gone by this afternoon. If not this afternoon, definitely tomorrow, because after all, 54 is not bad. I'm curious about the rest of the week. Let me see real quick. If you can indulge. Oh, share this out if you don't mind. I'd love for more people to know what's happening in Durham. So let's see. So Thursday 46, Friday 32, and snow? What? Okay. Saturday 37 and snow, Sunday 41. Whoa, that caught me by surprise. Let's bring on Guy, our cook. I think he knows a little something about snow out there in Washington State. So let's bring him on. Guy, what's new? Welcome.
Hey, howdy. Thanks for having us on. A lot of times you say don't say a joke, right? So I've got a visual aid to do this without saying a word. I just show the picture and it does the job. See what I mean?
Oh no. Why does a milking stool only have 3 legs? Because I have the other. Oh.
Okay. There you have it.
I need sound effects. I need that.
Yeah, you have to work on that. Anyway.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
The snow event, there's a place in Washington State west of me, like just before you going over the Cascade Mountain Range to go to Seattle. So it's kind of on the east side. They got 5 feet of snow.
5 feet.
So they're showing this picture of this big mound. And the only way you can tell it's a house is the little chimney stovepipe sticking up out of the snow where it melted the snow. And they dug out where the doorway goes. and you can see the light of the 4 windows at the top of the door, and the rest of it's just a big mound of snow.
Amazing.
Yeah, there's
wow.
And up in the north central part of Washington State, they got major snow from the storm that you're getting now. And
Amazing.
they had the guy says, I'm not going fishing, I'm not going anyway. Because remember the day when it was really cool to have a 4-wheel drive? Well, I broke away from that, and now I have a 2-wheel drive. I'm stuck. And he showed a picture of his car, and it was like a 2-foot stack of snow on top of his car. Just
amazing.
You don't go anywhere.
Amazing. I remember
and you keep
when I
your
was
snow shovel by the back door.
Yeah, mine is still there.
Yep. Because you're going to need it Friday.
You might get some snow. Yeah. So when I was still in Chicago, I remember thinking that I was going to be leaving for work. Got dressed. I mean, I knew it had snowed. No big deal. Went to open the door and it wouldn't
open. Yeah. Isn't that funny how that happens sometimes?
What? And I threw myself against the door a few times, and the snow, we had what they call lake effect snow, when the wind comes from the east and just makes the snow just
piles it up. Yeah.
Yeah. So my front door was completely covered with snow. I had to dig my way out heroically. Took a while. Needless to say, I didn't make it to work. I was late.
I understand. You don't have to blame that one on traffic. You can just blame it on the weather. And everybody kind of goes,
take public transportation.
Me too.
For sure. So what is it out in Kennewick right now?
Oh, it's cold. I think I looked a minute ago. It was like the high today is only going to be 44. And it was like 38 or something right now.
Let me check Chicago.
Another mostly overcast, cool day.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's, what is it, Thursday or Friday, we're supposed to hit 50, which is like, wow.
That's not bad at all.
It's
30. It's 33
might be a record
in Chicago.
for the warmest it's been in January. Oh, but anyway, the reason I was here.
Wait. Real quick. The high in Chicago, day after tomorrow, is 19.
Yeah, scorcher. And what's the chill factor with the wind? Because the wind's going to blow. There must be a wind chill factor.
It doesn't say, but I'm sure on that same day I could probably click on and get more details.
Yeah.
But for now it's 33, and they don't use that phrase here in Durham, wind chill factor. They say real feel.
Well, if you go to some place that's freezing cold, and they say, "Oh, be careful of the wind chill factor," listen up, because they're going to save your life more likely.
Yeah.
I can remember when Dad used to work over in Montana.
Whoa, Montana, really?
Yeah, he was in the Air Force then, and his duties, long story how he got there. But anyway, he got this job in western Montana, where he was going around to these different missile sites checking the security. He was in the Air Force, and you know how they have those big missile silos. So he's, I don't know, they have to do a check, and it was in wintertime, really bad. So he was driving his Jeep pickup, 4-wheel drive. He went to one cattle rancher, because you get to know everybody. And one of this guy's Charolais bulls, that's like they have Black Angus and they have Red Heref. So this Charolais bull had gotten into the squeeze chute and couldn't get out, so he couldn't move around and stuff and stay warm. He froze as solid as the top of the table you're sitting on. Just solid, froze 1,800 pounds of beef, just gone.
Oh no, but his life was gone too.
Yeah, but that's wind chill factor. That's when you got to get out of that stuff. Yeah, it gets real cold, real quick. Anyway, what I was starting to say, when I came in first time, I said, "Oh my God, it's 9 o'clock." I had my time screwed up. You know how they have different time zones.
Okay.
Well, Podbean is where one of the podcast hosts, the one that I use, is having a webinar on how to make money with your podcast. And I thought it
Oh.
started now at 9 o'clock my time. It starts at 1 o'clock my time, which is 4 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I came back, because I realized that
Thank you. Thank you. So, folks, you heard Guy. I did mention when Guy left me that private chat information with the title. Let's get that title again. How to Succeed in Making Money with Podcast Advertising. So it's going to be 4 o'clock on Podbean. So thank you.
So for the people that are advertising, no, wait a minute, I got to go like that. Then this might be a good one to check out, or at least look at the recording. I don't know if they record them and you can watch later. It's free to register. It doesn't cost a penny other than the time it takes to participate. So I'm hopeful it's going to be worth the time.
I wonder if because I know you're really into podcasting. Do most podcasters realize the value of rerunning their podcast or making it available on YouTube?
The amount of content that's they call it repurposed, where they show it over again like a summer rerun, kind of is what I thought. But Pod News did an article recently on how predominant repurposing is with podcasting. Because say you did a podcast about milking stools. I just glanced over at that picture. So you did a podcast about that, and then you found out there's a big convention of dairy farmers going to be in town in Chicago. So you might repurpose that information onto the places in Chicago that host. Okay. So if you have podcast listeners in that community, you've got a shot at getting it to them, as opposed to not getting it to them. So repurposing, yeah. One of the things that I use two things. Google Trends tells you what people are looking for right now. So if they're doing a search for where to buy a snow shovel in Durham, North Carolina, okay? And you did a podcast about, hey, I went down to Home Depot and got this 23 Joule stem winding wonder of snow shoveling.
Actually,
and
I
you
did.
should get one too. And here's the link and blah, blah, blah. So the potential is there. So you can go to Google Trends and then also kind of a backdoor way of finding out what's people are looking for and then finding your content is set up your content on Google Search Console. Okay.
I need to write this Google Search Console. What the
heck? It used to be called Webmaster Tools. Yeah, Google Search Console. It's free.
Okay.
And you go under the queries link, and it'll tell you, oh, we've been searching for snow shovels in Durham, North Carolina. Okay.
Interesting.
So I then take those long tail phrases, anything over like 3 or 4 words, you can start niching into the search query of being a long-tailed phrase, like two-handed snow shovels in Durham, North Carolina, or some weird thing. So you can look at the long-tailed search terms, put it into Google Alerts, and if you see that there's been like 3 or 4 days this week that people are searching for information about, let's see what's been in the headlines. Hostage situation in Texas, where the Jewish rabbi got taken hostage by the weirdo.
That was amazing.
You can make a landing page. And so we're going to talk about that in the Hangout on the 15th of March. So by then, all of the pieces of that puzzle have been put together. Like they're saying now, how did this guy get from England and get into the United States with his history of being Looney Tunes and UK? They should have never got him on a plane to begin with. So how did he do that?
I'll bet a lot of
fake noses and glasses, or what? Go ahead.
I bet a lot of journalists are asking their local temples if they're taking precautions. Because sometimes, people.
You mentioned it in today's broadcast. You talked about the light rail coming into Durham, and the light that went on up here is they should talk to Seattle, because Seattle does that. They have light rail in Seattle. And in fact, every so often you hear about an expansion. They've either gone north or further south with the light rail. So
I'm writing that down.
Yeah, if you go to that meeting,
and I will, yeah,
the the process of light rail impacting the bus transit or any other, like the ferries, doesn't seem to be a problem. It's like you got train riders and you got bus riders.
Yeah. Well, what people are really afraid of here, the displacement of people.
They run the rail on existing rail lines they got now.
We don't have.
We don't have any. Oh, so you'd
Yeah.
have to put in rails.
Yeah.
That could be a puzzle. Yeah.
Yeah. And they already let us know pretty much where they want the route to be. And people are like, no, we'd rather not have our homes displaced at this particular time. But as someone who had to give up, I had to give up my home for a new dorm over at North Carolina Central University. Sometimes that's the way it goes. Now, I don't have children, so it's not like my kids had to go to another school and losing their friends. It was just me and my aunt, or my aunt and I. But sometimes, I don't know. I mean, I guess because it happened to my family twice.
Well,
because my aunt
has the
and her
holler
friend,
for light rail been so great? Like there's such a need for it, or is it just something we should do this because other people are doing it? Or do you think there's really?
I don't get the sense that people are clamoring for it.
Other than the people going to make the money.
Some people think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But money will be made, but I think a lot of money will be lost as well.
Well, because you have bus service now, don't you?
See, here's the thing, Guy. Coming from Chicago, where there's no stigma, you'll see all kinds of moneyed people on buses and trains in Chicago. It's not that big a deal. But here in, where the smaller southern cities, where you're used to having, everybody has a car. I mean, the first thing I noticed when I moved to Durham, especially coming from the south side of Chicago, where if you're a two-car family, you're like really into something.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But here in Durham, you'll see 6 cars in front of one house. And it's like, everybody's got their own car.
And why are they all scrunched into that tiny house? I've seen those.
Yeah. I mean, it's so typical. It's the hardest part about having light rail is convincing people to take it. Because right now, the attitude that I get is that the bus is for poor people, and it's kind of a stigma. And I don't like that coming from Chicago, where, again, it's not a class.
Well, there's the other school of thought too. They want to decrease the carbon footprint created by all those cars.
Yeah, so some young people will probably go for that.
Yeah.
But so again,
if you ride the train and go to university because you live in an apartment on the other side of town or something, and you're going to school at Duke, then you could ride the train there,
Yeah.
And at the same time you're doing that, you're not making the impact.
Well, there's another big problem is that it's not where it's going to be located. It will serve the area of Duke University's medical center.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to be close enough to North Carolina Central University, the Black university. And very often those kids, I shouldn't say kids, young people, are less likely to have cars.
Yeah, go sit down in the classroom. They're kids.
But they're less likely than the Duke University students to have cars. So it's kind of, also, it's not going to serve the airport. And it's really
Well,
hard to get to the airport. It's almost I shouldn't say impossible. It's very difficult to get to the airport on public transportation. You can, but it's almost impossible if you're in Durham.
I'm gonna have to Google that. I'm sure they've got a map online where they're gonna put it, because it's
because they tried it before.
It's the beginnings of a foundation, and then when people realize they can't get to the airport, say, oh well, we need to buy all these other houses.
Well,
and go out to the
they're trying
airport.
to say things like, if it's successful, it's in our plans in the future.
Expansion.
That's not good enough for me.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
There's so many jobs. See, there's two places, in my opinion, that have to be served, and that's Research Triangle Park and the airport. Research Triangle Park and the airport, they along with the Duke University Medical Center, are the biggest employers of the area. And if you're only serving 1 out of 3, I don't know. Anyway, I'm excited because I like public transportation, but I just wish that it were better designed. But I'm going to go to the meeting and see if things have been changed. Maybe they figured out a way to include the airport and NCCU. I don't know. I'll let you know.
Yeah. The alerts I'm getting on the screen, I'm going to have to beg off. There's too many of them happening for it not to be something important.
Alerts?
Okay. Well, it's my own fault. You remember we talked about scanning pictures from yesteryear?
Mm-hmm.
Mom took some pictures from 1963 of the Space Needle in Seattle.
Cool.
And so I was momentarily enamored with that, and I shared it in my story on Facebook and stuff. And that's created this flood of reminiscence. You know, like one guy saying, oh, the hamburgers in the Space Needle are the bomb. I said, they might be. I've never had one. All the times I've been up in the Space Needle, I've looked through the telescopes and seen all the sights, you know. It's a cool thing. Put it on. Oh, you're not going to see it. Oh. Now I'm getting, they're everywhere.
All kinds of notifications.
It's, oh gosh. So how do you pronounce 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟? That's his first name. We're having a conversation about Linux, and he's figured out how to get a hold of me on the phone. So it's coming in on the phone.
Okay, well, go ahead. And actually, I'm going to end this here because I actually made a lovely banana bread.
Oh, yeah. Hey, speaking of grocery pickup, you mentioned earlier that Tuesday is grocery giveaway day, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I saw the truckload of groceries you had from the last time you went. Like you got a whole case of asparagus. Have you started donating that to the food bank or whatever? I mean, actually, my God.
I'm going to my cousin's house.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take her some banana bread and also take her a bunch of string beans, tomatoes, and asparaguses and all kinds of great stuff.
I don't know where they're growing tomatoes this time of year. They must get them from Central America or something.
Mississippi, I don't know.
Or they could have it in a big giant greenhouse someplace I don't know about. So.
Yeah, they look kind of like greenhouse tomatoes. They might very likely be greenhouse.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm going to go see Cousin Julia, and you have a beautiful day, Guy. Thanks for hopping by.
You do the same. And keep the snow shovel handy from
what I'm
seeing on the TV news. You might be needing that snow shovel.
Absolutely. See you soon.
Okay. Take care. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Always fun to hear from Guy, and you can drop by as well whenever you like. I do this every weekday at noon, Saturdays at 10. I took off yesterday because of the holiday. I figured, why not? So anyway, I will be back tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Ciao for now. Share this out. Ciao for now. Oh, and a shout out to Beverly Mahone. I'm wearing one of her t-shirts, known as Auntie Bev on TikTok. Look for her. Okay. See yous.